Looking for the perfect way to end a luxury getaway? Let me take you to St. Maarten, where the views are breathtaking, the food unforgettable, and adventure is just waiting for you. Welcome back to Travel Tips and Recommendations presented by Jones Getaways by Dream Vacations. I'm Nikki, and while Tom is usually right here with me, today is all mine. Now, I cannot wait to share why St. Maarten was the perfect ending to our luxury escape after we had our girlfriend getaway aboard the Sea Dreams 2. So make sure you check that video out. It'll be somewhere around here. But in the meantime, are you ready? Let's go. Do you wonder why St. Maarten is spelled with two A's? Well, that's the Dutch side of the island. The French side, you spell it St. Maarten, Martin. It's the same island, two countries, two very different cultures, but one unforgettable destination. And here's something else. Did you know that St. Maarten is the world's smallest island shared by two nations? One side, you've got the vibrant Dutch spirit, and on the other side is the luxurious charm of the French Caribbean. But trust me, you definitely will want to experience both. Now, the Dutch side is full of life, energy, and nonstop fun, and the French side is a foodie paradise. That I definitely can confirm. So after living our best life aboard the Sea Dream 2 for a week, my girlfriend Jen and I decided to stay an extra day to explore the island more. We took a taxi from the cruise terminal to the beautifully renovated JW Marriott. And let me tell you, getting to that hotel was about a 45-minute drive from the cruise terminal. Now, you can rent a car from the terminal area, which is really easy to do, but we decided to just take a taxi over there. And once you get to the resort, though, you will find that there are steep hills go up and down. It's not a resort where you can just kind of walk off the property and walk around, in the area, because it's really hilly. You're going to tire yourself out if you try to take that long walk to any other kind of areas. So you definitely need to either rent a car or make sure you have to just depend on the taxi cabs to come get you. Next, we're going to talk about the room. The room was very nice with the great ocean views. It was spacious and modern looking. The bathrooms were very large. It had me thinking, do I really want to go back home? Hi. Of course, babe. I'm coming back. All right. Okay, I do. But you know what I mean. You can kind of get lost in the views there. So the next morning was less adventure, but more fun. Now, foodies, this part is for you. Our morning started off with a cooking class at TJ's with the incredible Chef Jewel. She taught us how to make Johnny cakes, which I love, and the mission was accomplished. Now, the thing is, though, when we walked into the restaurant, I saw her, and she just immediately looked familiar to me, and I've never met her before. But as I saw her, as she was talking to us, and I saw her interacting with the guide that we had and interacting with the husband, I was like, oh, now I see what it is. She reminded me of my mother, who passed away almost 6 years ago. And it was so overwhelming to me that it just brought me to literal tears, because I've never seen anyone that just kind of resembled or made me feel this way, though. And I was just taken aback. And Chef Jewel was looking at me like, what's going on with her? And I ended up showing her a picture of my mom. And when she saw it, she was like, what? Is that my sister? And she showed it to her husband, TJ. And he looked at it and was like, hey, is that Jewel? So it just wasn't something that I saw. They all saw it too, which was just a truly special moment for me. But now back to the cooking. Chef Jewel instructed us in detail on how to properly make the Johnny cakes. And she made she made the saltfish and ackee for a fabulous lunch, because I don't know how to make that. So it was a delicious lunch, and I promise, if you are ever in St. Maarten, this is a great excursion for anyone that is spending time there. So we'll make sure to put her information in the description box. Now to the adventure. If you know me, you know I love a little bit of adventure now and again. Nothing too crazy, but I could not leave St. Maarten without flying high at the Rainforest Adventure on the Flying Dutchman, which is, by the way, the steepest zip line in the world. You take a chairlift up to the top of Sentry Hill, which is St. Martin's highest point. Then you drop more than 1,000 feet, reaching speeds up to 56 miles per hour. And ooh-wee. It was breathtaking to be up there, and you kind of get lost as you're on the zip line going down. So you know you're that high up, but it really goes quickly, so you don't have a chance to really be scared, But while we were going up there, you admiring the beauty. It wasn't a lot of people around, was not crowded at all, but I can't lie, I was nervous going up there on that chairlift and seeing how far we were actually going. I'm like, I thought I was needing to stop at one of the lower points, but I didn't. I made it up to the top. But here's a pro tip. You don't have to go to the very top. There are different sections where you can stop. You can get off and take the lower zip lining down. But I was like, well, if I'm there, I might as well go big or go home. After the zip lining, we got a chance to walk around. After we got our pictures too, got a chance to walk around and stopped and learn more about Emilio Johann Wilson and how his former plantation became a center for adventure. This island is full of rich history if you take the time to listen, and I highly recommend that you do that. Then it was off for a drive through Grand Cas area, which is the culinary capital of the Caribbean. There's so many different restaurants and ice cream shops and boutiques there. For dinner that evening was at Ocean's 82. Fabulous. The seafood was fresh. The views were unforgettable. The music was great. It was such a vibe there. I couldn't help but just be in awe as you're seeing all the night lights on the ocean. You can't see the ocean, of course, but you can see all the lights out there. And it's like, this is such a beautiful, relaxing, serene type place to have dinner. I truly enjoyed that. And if you're a foodie, you have to do yourself a favor and add that restaurant to your bucket list. You cannot leave without visiting Maho Beach. Watching those planes fly over your head is wild, it's loud, and it's something you'll never forget. So I heard. I didn't get a chance to do it. But as we always say, don't do like we did. You got to do better than us, all right? Our flight wasn't until later that day, so we decided to go to Captain D's for lunch. The barbecue was amazing. This is a place that says it's home of the orgasmic ribs. That's just what it is. It was delicious. It's an outdoor eatery located amongst several other restaurants. I can't speak on how the other restaurants were because we didn't get a chance to go there, but you definitely have to do yourself a favor and go here to Captain D's. Delicious. And yes, I've got some quick travel tips for the people. St. Maarten edition. Tip number 1. Explore both sides of the island. It's like visiting the 2 amazing destinations in one trip. Tip number 2. Adventure lovers. Book your zipline experiences early. These spots fill up fast. Tip number 3. And don't leave without trying a cooking class. Trust me, you'll leave full with unforgettable memories, specifically at TJ's with Chef Jewel. And that, good people, was a perfect way to end our girls trip. If you're ready to create your own luxury adventure, contact us at jonesgetaways.com. Let us help you experience the amazing of the world. Now, tell me in the comments, have you ever heard of St. Maarten? And are you headed to the Dutch side or the French side? If you're like me, you go to both. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And don't forget to share this with your friends. Use it to drop that subtle little hint about your next vacation. Thank you for watching, and remember, travel smart, travel safe, and travel often. Bye.